Welcome back. Coconut oil is the hot new trend in eating healthy. Or is it? Is gluten-free food actually better for you? We're going to get a straight answer on some of the most common internet nutrition myths.
Registered dietitian and co-author of The Real Skinny, Julie Upton, is here to set the record straight. Julie, it's so good to have you here.
Thank you.
And like we were talking before the show, you can't trust everything that you hear.
Absolutely
so
not.
Where do these myths and rumors even start?
Well, I always say the internet is great for getting a cheap flight, but it's not great for getting your nutrition information because, you know, it's just hundreds of thousands of sites of people who claim to be nutrition experts, but they have no training in nutrition whatsoever, and they give this advice, and people believe it.
Yes, and they say, it's kind of like that commercial where the guy says, I'm a French model, bonjour,
Yeah, exactly.
but he's obviously not. Anything can be on the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to start, though, with this coconut oil because I have not jumped on this bandwagon,
Good.
this coconut, oil bandwagon, so
right.
that's good.
That's
that I
a good
haven't?
thing.
Okay.
Many people have jumped on it, and
yes.
And coconut oil is marketed as a cure-all, something that can banish belly fat. You know, it's supposed to be good for your heart, but the Food and Drug Administration says stop making those claims. None of them are backed by human clinical trials.
Wow.
But what is good, the oils that I have in my house would be something like extra virgin olive oil, canola oil. They're low in saturated fat. Coconut oil is high in saturated fat. That is why it's a solid at room temperature. Does it not look like bacon fat? It has more saturated fat than bacon. So, you know, you want to have something that's low in saturated fat, not high.
Well, and everything in moderation, too. I mean, you can have some coconut oil.
A little bit.
Not
you know, it's great. If you're making an
right?
Asian or a Thai dish, it's great for adding that kind of flavor. It's great for a moisturizer on your skin. Just don't eat too much of it. 1 tablespoon has the saturated fat limit that a woman should have in an entire day.
Wow.
Yes.
That's
in 1 tablespoon. So you can enjoy a tablespoon of coconut oil. You can't have any fat for the rest of the day.
Yikes.
What will I do?
Big. Yeah, I can't eat my burger from McDonald's.
No.
Anyway, canned food versus fresh food.
Yes.
There's a big myth that one is healthier than the other. What's the difference?
Yes, well, there's very little difference actually. You know, numerous studies now show that canned fruits and veggies have equal to or sometimes even more nutrients than fresh. And it's like we said, it's the produce is harvested and it's canned within a couple hours, and that's going to lock in the nutrients, the freshness, and the flavor. So if you look at something like canned tomatoes, the lycopene, which is the beneficial antioxidant, is many times more absorbable in the canned form than the fresh. And same with many other canned products. And what's more, people who eat and use canned foods, they make more of their meals, which means their diets are automatically healthier. In fact, people who have canned foods have diets more consistent with the dietary guidelines, more produce servings, less added sugar, because they're taking control of their meals.
I think canned foods and frozen vegetables have gotten a bad rap somehow.
Totally have gotten a bad rap. You know, I go to my pantry at least twice a week to prepare a nutritious and delicious dinner quickly.
And who would have thought we have all those cans stacked up in our pantries that
Start
we
using
never
them.
use?
Yeah.
Start using them. Yes.
And it's sometimes more cost effective also.
Oh, yes. Good point.
Yes. Now here, we are going to kind of get into like diet drinks.
Beverages.
And some people here at the station, I won't mention who, do the diet soda thing all day long.
Yeah.
Is that helping us, not helping us?
You don't want to have it all day long. However, a lot of people hear like, well, my clients will say to me, I can't have diet beverages, I'm trying to lose weight. And I'll say, well, they are calorie free. So what's the problem? When you're trying to lose weight, it comes down to calories. Now, some observational studies, and these are studies that can't show cause and effect, they show an association. The most overweight people report having diet beverages, so then people automatically say, oh, well, I can't have that. However, those are the people who eat the most calories. And so when you look at the human clinical trials, like a recent one found that in a 12-week study, half of the group drank water only, half drank diet beverages. The ones who drank diet beverages lost 13 pounds. That's a little over a pound a week.
Oh my gosh.
And those who drank water only lost about 9 pounds. So it was comparable to drinking water only, but the researchers found that the people who had diet beverages were more likely to stick with their diet because they felt like it was a little treat. It gave them a little indulgence.
It was like their little treat.
Yeah, that's their little treat. So you got to use them appropriately.
And they're using the diet drink to justify eating everything else.
Well, that's what a lot of people do. If you have a diet beverage and say, that allows me to have dessert it's not going to help your diet very much,
Yes,
right?
of
Exactly.
course. And
Julie, I don't want to miss this one because this one has been all over the place.
That's right.
Gluten-free is the big hot thing also right
Yes.
now. Is it doing anything for us?
It's not doing anything for you, and it's draining your wallet. So the vast majority of people, only 1% of the population truly has celiac disease, and they cannot digest gluten.
Yeah.
But 25% of shoppers buy gluten-free foods. Compared to their gluten-containing counterparts, gluten-free foods have more sugar, more calories, less fiber, less essential nutrients, and they cost generally twice as much more. So, and you can see some of them are like junk foods.
Yep.
So why would you need it? And you can follow a gluten-free diet without having any packaged gluten-free foods. It's pretty simple to do that. You know, people have had celiac disease forever, and we've only started to see these kind of products in the last, 5 years?
Right. What did they do before that?
What did they do before that? They ate fruits and veggies and other foods, right? And so what I always tell to my clients who are trying gluten-free because they think they're going to lose weight, I say, you know, the type of carbohydrates you want, quality carbohydrates like I have here, whole grains, enriched grains. Studies, I mean, so many studies show that you can lose weight, maintain a healthy weight, and reduce your risk for chronic diseases by having quality carbohydrates.
Well, the answer to all of this basically is don't always believe everything that you read, and there's no magic answer to everything.
There's not, no.
Julie, thank you so much. You really did bust a bunch of myths, and the fresh versus canned, that's the one I'm really loving. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Julie.
Now, to learn more about nutrition myths and appetite for health, you could log on to appforhealth.com.